Welcome to my channel. Let me ask you something. Why is it that some people, even with very little English, can stand up, smile, and speak with confidence, while others study grammar, read books for years, and still stay silent? Have you ever seen someone who speaks broken English, but still everybody listens to them because they are confident? And on the other hand, someone who knows more vocabulary, more grammar, but their voice shakes, and they cannot say a single sentence in front of people? What is the difference? Is confidence something you are born with, or is it something you can train in a short time? The truth is, confidence in English is not about knowing everything. It is not about using perfect grammar or long, difficult words. It is about using what you already know, and using it without fear. It is about opening your mouth and letting the words come out. Confidence is not magic, and it is not only for some lucky people. Confidence is a skill, and skills can be learned, even in a short time. In this video, I will show you step by step how people build real confidence in speaking English in a very short time. These are simple methods that anyone can use. You don't need advanced English. You don't need years of study. You just need the right mindset and the right practice. If you follow the steps I share, you will start to feel different about English. You will feel stronger, braver, and more open to speaking. So stay with me, my friends, because what you are going to learn today can change the way you see English speaking forever. If you watch till the end, you will never look at English speaking the same way again. Chapter 1: The Truth About Confidence. My friends, let us begin with the first truth. Confidence in speaking English is not about knowing everything. It is not about speaking like a dictionary. It is not about using long, difficult grammar rules or advanced vocabulary. Real confidence is the courage to use the English that you already know. Think about it. You already have some English inside you. You know some words, you know some sentences, you know some phrases. The problem is not knowledge. The problem is fear. Fear of mistakes. Fear of what people will think. Fear of being judged. This fear locks your mouth. But confidence is the opposite of fear. Confidence is opening your mouth and speaking, even if your English is simple. Many people believe a big myth. They think, first I must learn grammar perfectly. First I must know many, many words. First I must be ready. Then, one day, I will speak. But that day never comes. Why? Because perfection is impossible. If you wait for perfect English before speaking, you will wait forever. Even native speakers make mistakes. Even teachers make mistakes. Even I make mistakes. But I continue speaking. That is confidence. Not perfection. Not big grammar. Not big vocabulary. Just courage to speak with what you have. Let me give you an emotional truth right now. You already have enough English to start speaking today. Yes, today. Not tomorrow. Not after a year. Not after reading more books. Right now, you can open your mouth and speak with the words you know. Even if you only know 50 words, you can make small sentences. You can introduce yourself. You can say hello. You can ask simple questions. And when you do that, you are speaking English. Confidence does not wait until you know everything. Confidence grows when you use what you already know. Confidence is built from small wins. Imagine a baby learning to walk. The baby does not say, "I must first read a book on walking. I must first understand the science of balance. I must first be perfect." No, the baby just tries. The baby falls. The baby stands up. The baby walks again. And step by step, the baby learns. In the same way, your confidence in English comes from small steps. Each time you say a sentence, that is a win. Each time you introduce yourself, that is a win. Each time you ask someone a question, that is a win. Small wins, again and again, create confidence. So remember this formula: confidence equals small wins plus courage. Not advanced vocabulary. Not perfect grammar. Small wins plus courage. If you practice one small thing every day, your confidence will grow like a strong tree. You do not need to learn 10,000 words in 1 week. You do not need to memorize grammar books. You need to take small actions. And you need the courage to speak, even if your English is not perfect. Let me give you some real examples. I once met a man in a shop who spoke very simple English. His sentences were not correct. His grammar was broken. But he spoke with a smile. He asked me, "Where from you?" I understood. I answered. We laughed. We had a conversation. Did he speak perfect English? No. Did he speak confidently? Yes. And because of that, I respected him. I listened to him. I did not care about mistakes. I cared about his message. Another time, I taught a student who was very shy. She knew many words. She knew a lot of grammar. But when I asked her to speak, she froze. She stayed silent. Why? Because she was afraid of being wrong. Her knowledge was big, but her confidence was small. On the other hand, another student had less knowledge but more courage. He spoke freely, even with mistakes. And guess what? He improved faster. Why? Because he practiced. He was not afraid to try. This is the truth about confidence. It is not about how much English you know. It is about how much courage you have to use the English you already know. Your English is like a tool. A tool is useless if you keep it locked in a box. But if you take it out and use it, even if it is small, it becomes powerful. The same with your English. So, my friends, I want you to believe in yourself right now. Stop telling yourself that your English is not enough. Stop comparing yourself to others. Stop waiting for the perfect time. You already have enough English to start speaking today. Confidence is not a dream. It is a decision. Decide to use your English, no matter how small it feels. Decide to open your mouth. Decide to try. That is the first truth. And once you understand this truth, everything changes. You no longer fear mistakes. You no longer feel weak. You feel free. Free to use English. Free to grow. Free to connect with people. And when you feel that freedom, your journey of confidence begins. So remember, confidence is not waiting. Confidence is acting now. Confidence is not perfection. Confidence is courage. Confidence is not in grammar books. Confidence is in your heart. And the good news is, you already have it inside you. Chapter 2, The Power of Daily Speaking Practice. My friends, now that you know the truth about confidence, let us go deeper. Confidence is not something you get in one big step. It is something you grow, little by little, every single day. Think of confidence like a muscle in your body. When you use a muscle every day, it becomes strong. If you never use it, it becomes weak. In the same way, when you use your English every day, your speaking confidence grows stronger. If you avoid speaking, if you only study books, your confidence becomes weak. This is the secret many people forget. Confidence is built by use, not by waiting. So here is a powerful idea for you: micro-practice. What is micro-practice? It means practicing English speaking for just 5 to 10 minutes daily. Not 1 hour, not 2 hours, not a heavy schedule. Just a small piece of your day. You can do it in the morning before school or work. You can do it in the evening before bed. You can do it when you walk, when you cook, when you are alone. And believe me, this simple daily habit can change everything. Let me explain why. Your brain loves repetition. If you practice speaking once a week, your brain forgets. But if you speak a little every day, your brain remembers. It starts to feel natural. It becomes automatic. After some days, you will not think too much, you will just speak. That is how confidence grows. Now, how do you practice? Let me give you practical exercises that are very simple and very effective. The first one is talk to yourself. Yes, it may sound strange, but it works. When you are alone, start talking in English. Describe what you are doing. For example, if you are making tea, say out loud, "I am making tea. I am boiling water. I am adding sugar." If you are walking outside, say, "I see the road. I see the trees. I feel the wind." By doing this, you train your tongue to move in English. You remove the fear because no one is watching. This is your private practice ground. The second exercise is describe your day. Every evening, sit for 5 minutes and tell yourself about your day in English. Say what you did in the morning, in the afternoon, and in the evening. For example, this morning I woke up at 7 o'clock. I ate breakfast. I went to school. I met my friend. I came home. Keep it simple. Keep it short. But say it every day. After 1 week, you will feel more natural speaking about your life. The third exercise is practice common phrases. Choose simple phrases that people use every day, like, "How are you? What do you do? Where are you from? Can you help me?" Repeat them again and again until they feel automatic. You can even stand in front of a mirror and practice. Look at yourself, smile, and say the phrases. This builds not only language skills, but also body confidence. Now let me give you a spike moment, a big surprise. Many learners believe that speaking alone is useless. They say, if no one is listening, how can I improve? But the truth is the opposite. Speaking alone is actually one of the fastest ways to build confidence. Why? Because when you are alone, you feel no pressure. You are free to try. You are free to make mistakes. You are free to repeat many times. You create a safe space where your confidence grows quietly, step by step. And when you later speak with real people, you already feel stronger because your tongue and brain have practiced many times before. Think about a musician. A musician does not perform directly on stage. First, they practice alone for many hours. Then they go to the stage. In the same way, your private practice is your rehearsal. And when you meet someone, that is your performance. Without practice, performance is weak. With practice, performance is strong. So I want you to do a small experiment. Starting today, give yourself the challenge of speaking daily for just 1 week. 5 to 10 minutes each day. Talk to yourself. Describe your day. Repeat common phrases. After 1 week, see how you feel. I promise you, if you do this seriously, your confidence will surprise you. You will notice that words come faster. You will notice that your voice feels stronger. You will notice that fear is a little less. And this is only after 7 days. Imagine after 30 days. Imagine after 6 months. The results will be powerful. Confidence is not something you wait for. Confidence is something you create with daily action. Every day you speak, you add 1 brick to the wall of your confidence. Slowly, the wall becomes high and strong. And once it is strong, no fear can break it. So remember, my friends, use micro-practice. Do it daily. Even if it feels silly. Even if your English is not perfect. Even if you only speak 1 or 2 sentences. The key is not perfection. The key is repetition. Day by day. Step by step. Word by word. That is how your confidence muscle grows. And one last thing, be patient with yourself. Muscles do not grow in 1 day. They grow with time and effort. In the same way, your confidence will grow if you feed it daily with practice. Do not say, I spoke for 2 days, but nothing changed. Keep going. Keep practicing. Confidence will come, slowly but surely. So, start today. Open your mouth. Speak for 5 minutes. Repeat tomorrow. Do it for 1 week. And very soon, you will look back and say, wow, I am not the same person. My confidence has grown. That is the power of daily speaking practice. Chapter 3, Shadowing and Copying Native Speakers. My friends, now that you know the power of daily speaking practice, let me share with you one of the most powerful techniques to grow your confidence quickly. This method is called shadowing. It is used by language learners all over the world, and it is so effective because it trains your mouth, your ears, and your brain at the same time. Shadowing means you listen to a native speaker and repeat exactly what you hear, almost at the same time, like a shadow following a person. That is why it is called shadowing. Think about a shadow. Wherever you go, your shadow follows you. It does not ask questions, it does not change anything, it just copies. In the same way, when you shadow a native speaker, you do not think too much, you do not translate, you do not worry about grammar. You simply copy what you hear. You copy the tone, you copy the rhythm, you copy the pronunciation, and slowly, you start to sound more and more natural. Many English learners focus only on learning words or memorizing grammar rules. But the problem is, when they speak, their sentences sound flat. They may have the right words, but they don't have the right music. Yes, English has music, its rhythm, its melody, its rise and fall. When you shadow, you start to feel that music. You begin to speak not only with words, but with confidence, with flow, with expression. Let me give you an example. Imagine a native speaker says, "How are you today?" Notice how the voice rises on how, goes a little down on are, and then rises again at the end with today. It sounds friendly and natural. But a learner who never shadows may say it flat, "How are you today?" Same words, but no life. No energy. When you shadow, you copy that energy, that life, and suddenly your English sounds confident. Here is the emotional spike, my friends. The first time you shadow and hear yourself sounding close to a native speaker, you will feel powerful. You will feel a spark of confidence inside. You will think, "Wow, that was me. I can sound like that." This moment can change your journey. Because once you know that you can sound natural, you want to do it more and more. Now let me show you how to start shadowing step by step. First, choose short, simple materials. Do not start with a long speech or a complicated podcast. Begin with 1 or 2 sentences. For example, from a movie, a YouTube video, or even a short dialogue. Play the sentence. Listen carefully. Then, immediately repeat it exactly how you hear it. Copy the speed, copy the rhythm, copy the emotion. Do not worry if you don't understand every word. The goal here is not meaning, the goal is sound. Do this many times. At first, it will feel strange. You may not match perfectly. But with each repetition, your mouth learns. Your ears learn. Your brain learns. And after some practice, you will notice that your sentences sound smoother. Your words connect better. Your tone feels more natural. Here is a simple exercise you can try today. Find a short line from a movie, like, "I'll see you tomorrow." Play it. Listen. Then shadow it. Repeat it exactly. Do it 5 times, 10 times, 20 times. Soon, when you say that line, it will come out of your mouth naturally, without effort. That is the magic of shadowing. Another example, listen to the phrase, "What do you mean?" Notice how native speakers say it quickly, "What do you mean?" If you only study books, you may never know this. But when you shadow, you hear the real way people speak. You copy it, and suddenly, when you use it in real life, you sound confident, almost like a native speaker. And people respond to you with surprise, because your English feels alive. Now, let me motivate you. Do not just learn English, perform English. Yes, perform. Like an actor. When actors prepare for a role, they do not just memorize words. They practice the voice, the tone, the expression. They perform the character. In the same way, when you shadow, you are not only learning English, you are performing English. And performance gives you confidence. I know many students who tried shadowing for only 1 week. They chose one short video, listened every day, and shadowed the lines again and again. After 7 days, their voice changed. Their rhythm changed. Their confidence grew. When they spoke in front of people, others said, "Your English sounds so good." That is the result of shadowing. It does not take years. It takes focus, daily effort, and courage to copy. So here is your challenge. Starting today, pick one short video clip. It can be 10 seconds, 20 seconds, no problem. Play it. Listen carefully. Shadow it every day for 1 week. Do it 5 minutes each day. After 1 week, record yourself. Listen to the difference. You will be surprised. You will feel stronger. You will sound more confident. Remember, my friends, shadowing is not about understanding everything. It is about training your mouth and your ears to move together. It is about copying the music of English. And when you can copy the music, you start to sing in English with confidence. So never forget this message: don't just learn English, perform English. Be like a shadow. Copy, repeat, practice, and grow. The more you shadow, the faster your confidence will rise. Chapter 4: The Role of Mistakes in Building Confidence. My friends, now we come to one of the biggest reasons why English learners stay silent. They are afraid of mistakes. They think, if I make a mistake, people will laugh. If I make a mistake, people will not respect me. If I make a mistake, I will look foolish. But let me tell you the truth. Mistakes are not failure. Mistakes are fuel for growth. They are not a wall that stops you, they are the stepping stones that help you cross the river. Without mistakes, there is no learning. Without mistakes, there is no confidence. Think of how you learned your first language as a child. Did you speak perfectly? Of course not. You made mistakes every single day. You said the wrong word. You used the wrong grammar. You could not pronounce many sounds. But still, you spoke. You tried. And because you tried, you improved. Nobody told you, stop until you are perfect. Instead, people understood you, corrected you gently, and you grew. That is exactly how you must treat your English today. Let me tell you a story. I once had a student named Amina. When she first joined my class, she refused to speak. Every time I asked her a question, she looked down. She whispered, "My English is not good." She was afraid. But the real reason was not lack of knowledge. It was fear of mistakes. She told me, "Last time I tried to speak, someone laughed. I felt so embarrassed." After that, I decided to stay quiet. For weeks, she stayed silent. But one day, I gave her a challenge. I said, "Amina, today you must speak for 2 minutes. I don't care about mistakes. I only care that you try." At first, she was shaking. Her voice was low. She made mistake after mistake. But she finished 2 minutes. And when she stopped, the whole class clapped. She smiled for the first time. That was the moment she understood, mistakes are not the enemy. Mistakes are the teacher. A few months later, Amina became one of the most confident speakers in the class. Not perfect, but confident. Here is the spike moment for you. Even native speakers make mistakes every single day. Yes, every day. They forget words. They say something wrong. They correct themselves. Sometimes they use grammar incorrectly. But do they stop speaking? No. They continue. They laugh. They move on. The difference between native speakers and many learners is not perfection, it is confidence. Native speakers know that mistakes are natural, so they don't care. You must learn to do the same. Think about this: if mistakes were shameful, then no child in the world would ever learn to walk, talk, or grow. Babies fall hundreds of times before they walk. But do they stop? No. They fall, they laugh, they try again. That is exactly how you should see your mistakes in English. Each mistake is not a sign of weakness. Each mistake is a sign of progress. It shows that you are trying. It shows that you are practicing. It shows that you are moving forward. So how can you change your relationship with mistakes? The first step is to expect mistakes. Do not go into a conversation thinking, I must be perfect. Instead, think, I will make mistakes, and that is okay. This way, when you make one, you will not feel shocked or embarrassed. You will simply continue. The second step is to laugh at your mistakes. Yes, laugh. If you say something funny or wrong, smile. Enjoy it. This takes away the fear. When you can laugh, people around you will also feel relaxed. They will see you as confident, not weak. The third step is to learn from mistakes. Every time you make one, ask yourself, what can I do better next time? Maybe you forgot a word. Next time, you prepare that word. Maybe you used the wrong tense. Next time, you correct it. This way, mistakes become your free teacher. Now let me motivate you with a powerful message. If you are not making mistakes, you are not learning. If your English feels too safe, if you never feel embarrassed, it means you are not pushing yourself. You are not growing. So do not fear mistakes, hunt for them. Collect them. Each mistake is proof that you are walking the path of growth. I want you to remember this sentence: speak boldly. Do not speak softly, hiding from mistakes. Speak boldly, even if you are wrong. Confidence does not mean never making mistakes. Confidence means not being controlled by mistakes. Confidence means standing tall, speaking loud, and saying, yes, I will make errors, but I will also improve. Let me end this chapter with an image. Imagine two students. One waits for years, trying to be perfect. He studies grammar books, memorizes words, but never speaks. Another student speaks daily, makes hundreds of mistakes, but keeps going. After 1 year, who will be more confident? The second student. Why? Because mistakes made him strong. Mistakes gave him practice. Mistakes built his confidence. So, my friends, from today, change the way you see mistakes. They are not your enemy. They are your guide. They are not a reason to stop. They are the reason to continue. Be like the child who falls, laughs, and stands again. Be like the native speaker who makes mistakes and keeps talking. Be bold. Be free. And remember, if you are not making mistakes, you are not learning. Speak boldly, and your confidence will rise. Chapter 5, Building Confidence Through Real Conversations. My friends, we have talked about confidence, daily practice, shadowing, and even the power of mistakes. But now we come to the most important step. Real confidence is not built only in your room. Real confidence is built when you use English with people. Yes, real conversations. You can study alone, you can practice alone, but one day, you must step into the real world. And when you do, that is the moment your confidence becomes strong. So, how do you start? Many learners feel shy when it comes to real conversations. They think, what if I don't understand? What if I cannot answer? What if they laugh? But remember what we learned in the last chapter, mistakes are normal. People will not laugh at you. Most of the time, they will smile. They will be happy that you are trying. The key is not to wait for perfect English. The key is to use simple English, simple questions, and simple answers. Let me give you some practical starters that you can use anywhere. The first one is, how are you? This question is universal. You can ask it at a shop, at school, at work, even online. When someone answers, just smile and say something simple like, I'm fine, thank you. That is already a conversation. The second starter is, where are you from? This is a very friendly question. It shows interest in the other person. And the good thing is, when they answer, they will often ask you the same question. Then you can answer, I'm from Pakistan, or I'm from Brazil, or wherever you are from. Now you have exchanged information. That is a real conversation. The third starter is, what do you do? This means asking about their job or study. It is simple and natural. If they answer, you can reply with your own. For example, you, what do you do? Them, I'm a student. You, oh, me too. That's it. A short, natural exchange. These small conversations may feel basic, but they are powerful. Why? Because they give you practice in real situations. And each time you try, your confidence grows. Here is the spike moment. I want you to imagine yourself in a shop. You are buying something. Normally, you stay silent, pay the money, and leave. But today, you smile and say, how are you? The shopkeeper smiles back, I'm fine, thank you. How are you? You reply, I'm good. That's it. 3 sentences. But how do you feel? You feel strong. You feel proud. You feel alive. That is confidence being built in the real world. Now let us be honest. Real conversations are sometimes scary. You may not understand every word. You may feel nervous. But this is exactly why you must try. Confidence is not built by comfort. It is built by small risks. And when you take those small risks, you grow. So I encourage you to practice what I call small social risks. Here is how it works. Each day, ask one question in English to a real person. Just one. Maybe you are at a shop, ask the cashier, "How are you?" Maybe you are online, send a message to a friend, "Where are you from?" Maybe you are with classmates, ask, "What do you do?" One small risk each day. That is enough. After 7 days, you will have spoken to 7 people. After 30 days, 30 people. And each time, your confidence will rise. Let me tell you another short story. One of my students, Ali, had studied English for 5 years. But he never spoke to anyone. His grammar was good, his vocabulary was big, but his confidence was zero. One day, I gave him a challenge. I said, "Ali, this week you must ask one question in English every day." He started small, asking a shopkeeper, "How are you?" Then he asked a friend, "Where are you from?" Then he asked his teacher, "What do you do?" After 1 week, he came back smiling. He said, "Sir, I feel different. I am not afraid anymore." That is the power of real conversations. Remember this truth: books and videos are good, but they cannot give you real confidence. Only people can. Only conversations can. Because confidence is not theory, it is practice. It is the courage to use your English with others, even if it is only one sentence. So, my friends, I want you to imagine yourself now. Imagine you are at a coffee shop. You order a drink. After paying, you say, "Thank you. How are you?" The person smiles and answers. You smile back. That small moment makes your day. That is real confidence. And the more you do it, the stronger you become. From today, make this your daily mission. One question, one conversation, every day. Do not worry if it is short. Do not worry if you make mistakes. Do not worry if it feels awkward. Each conversation is a victory. Each conversation is one step closer to fluency. So, remember this message: real confidence does not live in your room, in your books, or in your phone. Real confidence lives in conversations with people. Go out, take small risks, ask small questions, and build big confidence. Chapter 6: The Short-Time Confidence Formula. Now, my friends, we have reached the most important chapter of this journey. You have learned many things in the past chapters: how to think in English, how to shadow native speakers, how to accept mistakes, and how to build confidence through real conversations. But today, I will bring all of these steps together into one powerful formula. I call it the Short-Time Confidence Formula. This is not just theory. This is a simple plan that can change your English confidence in a matter of weeks, not years. Let us begin. Step 1: Accept imperfection. The first and most important step is to accept that your English does not need to be perfect. If you wait until you speak perfect English, you will wait forever. Confidence does not come from perfection, it comes from acceptance. Think of children when they speak. They make mistakes all the time, but they keep speaking. That is why they learn so fast. You must be the same. From today, tell yourself, I will not wait for perfect English. I will speak with the English I have now. This mindset alone will open the door to confidence. Step 2. Practice daily. The second step is daily practice. Confidence is not built by one big effort, it is built by small daily actions. Just like exercise, you cannot become strong by going to the gym once. You must go regularly. English is the same. Even 10 minutes a day is powerful if you do it every day. Read a short article. Listen to a short podcast. Speak a few sentences out loud. The secret is not in the length of practice but in the consistency. Daily practice tells your brain, English is part of my life. And when English becomes a daily habit, confidence grows naturally. Step 3. Shadow native speakers. The third step is shadowing. We already talked about this powerful method. You listen to a native speaker and repeat exactly what you hear: tone, rhythm, pronunciation. You copy not only the words, but also the music of English. At first, it may feel difficult, but very soon you will notice something amazing. You start to sound more fluent, more natural, more confident. Shadowing is like wearing the clothes of a native speaker. For a few minutes, you become them. And each time you practice, you borrow some of their confidence until it becomes your own. Step 4. Embrace mistakes. The fourth step is to change the way you see mistakes. Many learners fear mistakes. They think mistakes mean failure. But the truth is the opposite. Mistakes are not failure. Mistakes are fuel for growth. Every mistake shows you what to improve. Every mistake is proof that you are trying. Even native speakers make mistakes every single day. They forget words, they say things incorrectly, but they keep speaking. You must do the same. When you make a mistake, do not hide. Smile, laugh, and move forward. Confidence is not speaking without mistakes. Confidence is speaking even with mistakes. Step 5. Have real conversations. The fifth and final step is to step outside and use your English with people. Real confidence is not built alone. It is built when you connect with others. Start simple. Ask someone, how are you? Ask, where are you from? Ask, what do you do? These short conversations may seem small, but they are powerful. Each time you speak with a real person, your fear decreases and your confidence increases. This is the final test. When you combine the first 4 steps with real conversations, you will see transformation in just weeks. Now, let me bring all of this together. The formula is simple: accept imperfection. Practice daily. Shadow native speakers. Embrace mistakes. Have real conversations. If you do these 5 steps every day, even for a short time, your confidence will grow faster than you ever imagined. Here comes the emotional spike. Many learners believe that confidence is a dream, something only other people have. They think, I will never be confident in English. But this is not true. Confidence is not a dream. Confidence is not a gift. Confidence is a skill. And like any skill, you can build it. You do not need 10 years. You do not even need 1 year. You can build real confidence in a few weeks if you follow this formula with focus and discipline. Imagine yourself 6 weeks from now. You walk into a shop. You greet the cashier in English without fear. You talk to a friend online with a smile. You repeat English sentences out loud, and your voice sounds stronger. You laugh at your mistakes. You feel proud because you are no longer silent. That is not a dream. That can be your reality. So my friends, here is my final message to you: your English confidence is waiting for you. Don't wait years, start today. The only thing between you and confidence is action. Take one step today. Ask one question today. Shadow one video today. Practice one short session today. That is how confidence is built. Not tomorrow. Not someday. Today. I believe in you. If you follow this formula, if you stay consistent, you will surprise yourself. One day soon, you will look back and say, I used to be afraid to speak, but now I speak with confidence. That day will come. But only if you start now. So take this formula. Live it. Practice it. Perform it. And remember, confidence is not about perfect English. Confidence is about speaking boldly with the English you already have. Your journey starts now. So my friends, now you know the truth: building confidence in English does not take years. It is not about memorizing big grammar books or waiting for perfect conditions. It is about small daily steps, courage, and practice. Confidence grows when you accept mistakes, when you speak boldly, and when you connect with others. If this video gave you value, I invite you to stay with me on this journey. Subscribe to my channel so you don't miss the next lesson, like this video to support the work, and share it with a friend who also wants to speak confidently. And most importantly, comment below and tell me your biggest English speaking challenge. I read every single comment because I want to guide you personally. Your story matters, and together we will keep moving forward.